All righty, guys. So it looks like I am actually live. I'm going to verify on my screen here in one moment that I am actually live. I got about 20 minutes to give you a little bit of information. Let me verify that I can actually hear this. Good deal. So I can be heard. What's going on, good people? My name is Martina Rick Yelverton. Thank you so much for chiming in and tuning in and getting this Freestyle Friday bit of information. It's been a minute since I've done a Freestyle Friday, but I actually want to talk to you guys today about just some free good. So right now we're on break at the You Are Enough 2021 virtual conference featuring some amazing greats. We have Les Brown on the platform. We have Dr. Cheryl Wood. We have Dr. George Frazier. We have Carrie Murphy, who's actually coming up at 1 o'clock on the break. We also have Gloria Mayfield Banks, Sean Fair, and we have up to about 80 other speakers that will be talking to us and pouring into us over the next 3 days. And so my speaking platform that I just completed on this morning, if you were not able to attend, definitely go check out the backstage view, but you can also come into our conference group here on Facebook, and it will allow you to see that speaking platform. And I gave 3 topics where I talked about 3 ways to unleash the belief in you. And so what I did was I walked during my speaking time through an exercise where I wanted you to write down these 2 words as one word. I wanted you to write down the word belief and use that F to start the word faith. And the reason that I did this is because I wanted you to be able to see where you could look inside the word belief, look inside yourself and the belief that you claim that you have inside of yourself. And what I wanted you to do was realize that a lot of us have been programmed to believe the lie that's inside of our belief. And I had you guys go through the exercise of putting a big old X across that. And what did you have left? You had be faith, right? And if you actually visit Hebrews 11:1, it says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you go and then research that a little bit further and you look at the word substance, right? It's something that is made up of matter. And then if you even go beyond that a step and you look at the word evidence, it's proof. Okay, so let's take that little bit of information and let's look at it this way. Let's see if I can get my little mouse over here to where I want it to be. If you go and look at the substance of something, the matter, the proof, the evidence of that something, it's something that's there, but it's not seen, if that makes sense to you guys. And I talked about how to be that something that is not initially seen. I also talked about in step 2, that you are 1 in 200 to 500 million. So I asked you guys to think on this and to answer a question. And I gave a little statistic of a did you know kind of fact. And basically what I said was, did you know that when the male releases, he releases between 2 and 5 milliliters, right, of swimmers. And for every milliliter, there's about 100 million swimmers. So that means with every release, there is anywhere from 200 to 500 million swimmers. And you are the one that made it. You're the one that broke through. You're the one that hit that egg and created life based on whatever it was that you were purposed to do. And so I asked, did you even realize, or did you recognize, or did you believe that you are 1 in 200 to 500 million swimmers, right? That's 200 to 500 million reasons that didn't break through, but you did. You made it, right? And so with that, you need to do something with it. You need to be faith. You need to be the substance. You need to be the evidence. On top of that, in number 3, I asked, did you realize that it's your vision? Like a lot of us believe that there is always going to be someone that shows up to help. There's always going to be someone that arrives to help you along the way. But do you not realize that you were born with everything that you need to ever answer any question that you have? Everything that you need is inside of you. Everything that you will ever need is inside of you. You are your own answer, but not until you believe it. And so that takes me back to number one. A lot of us walk around each and every day believing the lie in our belief that we aren't enough, that we can't do something, that we don't have everything that we need, that we don't have the answers. And it's a lie, right? So I also put up a couple posts, and I know I did on Instagram. I'm not sure whether or not I've done it on Facebook, but just showing you some of the backstage stuff that goes on with a speaking platform like this. Like, if you don't know who Dr. George Fraser is, look him up. If you don't know who Les Brown is, I don't know what rock you've lived under for the last 70 years. Like, there's no way you don't know who this is. Gloria Mayfield Banks, an inspiration and motivational speaker, but the number one presence inside of the MLM company that deals with cosmetics and beautification. If you don't know who these people are, look them up, because there's no way that you could be amongst our network and not know who these people are. But these people are investing their time over the course of the weekend. We're all here investing our time over the course of the weekend. You are going to get so much free stuff on this Friday. So many tips and tricks and nuggets on Saturday and Sunday as well, that I'm hoping you're taking this free event seriously. We're talking about some free stuff going on Friday, and I'm hoping that if you happen to miss this morning about 10:08, 10:09, when I got started, that you'll go back and you'll catch the nuggets on my timeline for that backstage view. And as soon as I have a copy of my actual presentation, I'll definitely post that so you guys can get the full effect of the information that I shared. But the three things that I wanted to give you on today is that you need to understand, don't believe the lie in your belief, right? Do not believe the lie in your belief. Someone somewhere is waiting for you to do what you were purposed to do so that they will know that they can do it too. And if you never do it, they may never do it. So they're waiting on you to show the way, to lead the way, to start the charge, to initiate. So join them on this journey by getting started yourself. That's number one. Number two is you're 1 in 200 to 500 million that made it. And if you are here after this 2020 year that we've endured with the pandemic, if you are here, you still have time. Do something with it. Last year, 2020, I started this pandemic year out giving information every single day of the week, whether it was mindset on Monday, whether I was teaching you something on Tuesday, whether you were watching me work on Wednesday, whether I was giving you free stuff or freedom financial tips on Friday, or whether I was helping you understand how to be social on social media on Saturday or setting up on Sundays. I was live anywhere from 5 to 6 days out of the week, just helping you guys understand that this pandemic is real, and that because we were all going to be shut inside and we were all going to be shut up and far away, that what you guys needed to be doing was preparing. You needed to be online. You needed to be live. And I have ridden the wave of many of those videos for quite a bit of time. And now it's time to get started again, right? We rode the wave. I put the content out there. I help you guys, get started. I help, all of these struggling and startup entrepreneurs understand that they can develop a simplified brand, so now you don't have to focus on the brand. You can get back to what you love to do in your business, whether it's generating profits, what you love to do in your business, whether it's working with your kids, what you love to do in your business, whether it's writing content, whether it's doing videos, whether it's filling out or completing blogs, what you want it to do. My goal is to simplify the brand process so that you can get back to what it is that you love to do. So you don't have to focus on the brand. You can focus on the part that you love to do, which is whatever the brand represents. But first, we have to get it set up and we have to get it started. I spent the beginning of 2020 in my own situation, just fighting to stay visible, just fighting to stay motivated, just fighting to stay, activated. And I did that because I knew I was here to serve. I know that I have something that people need. People don't understand the branding process. People don't even understand why they need a brand. People don't understand the graphics and the domain and the subdomains and the web content and the scheduling and the voicemail and getting your assets in order by setting up your LLC and making sure that you're documenting. Like, there are so many aspects of the development and startup phase for an entrepreneur that they do not understand. And that's my gift and my talent, to be able to make it easy, make it simplified. And getting online every single 5 to 6 days at the beginning of 2020 was a way that I knew I had to show people, this is what you need to do. You have to become visible online. And if you don't do that, by the time this pandemic ensued in June and July and August and September, you're behind the curve because you don't have content out here. But here's the beautiful thing about it. The beautiful thing about it is, now that we're coming out of this pandemic and the world is getting ready to open back up, guess what? Your online presence is there. So now when you actually show up offline, in person, and you are announced as a speaker, or you actually show up in person and you're at a workshop, or even if you're there just to network, now that you have began to develop an online presence, when you're offline, when these people are back in the comfort of their home and they're looking up your information, they're going to be able to find your online presence, and they're going to be able to see your consistency over the time that you have actually still been visible online. This is why, even if right now you haven't developed an online presence, it's time to get started, okay? It's time to do that now. And the reason is, any time to start is a good time to start. Right now is a good time to start. Yesterday is a good time to start. I don't even want to say tomorrow is a good time to start, because let me give you the definition of procrastination as I close out. And understand this, go ahead and receive it. I'm just going to give it to you the way it is, real and raw, and hopefully I don't offend you. But here's my clarity with the understanding of procrastination. Procrastination is actually believing that God will give you another chance tomorrow to do what he told you to do today. Procrastination is believing that God will give you another chance tomorrow to do what he told you to do today. Like it or not, that's just real. So let's not do that. Let's not just assume tomorrow is gifted to us. Let's not assume, and the word says, let tomorrow worry for itself. I'm not a Bible scholar, don't quote me on it, but somewhere in the word it says that. Let tomorrow's worry about itself, right? You were given a vision today. You were given a job today. You were given an assignment today. You were told to do something today. And if you continue to put it off until tomorrow, then you're assuming God's going to give you another chance tomorrow to do what he told you to do today. Do it today. Okay? So that is the free information I wanted to give you today. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I am your brand master, your cash flow queen, and I am the founder of the Hire Your Kids Youth Lifestyle Training Legal Tax Hat. My goal every single day is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order, so ultimately you can leave a legacy, okay? My hashtag is that I help people. I help startup and struggling entrepreneurs simplify the brand process so they can focus on what they want to do, what they love to do, what their purpose to do, not trying to figure out how to develop their brand. All right. So if you're in need of those services, definitely reach out to me. Again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. You can find me on all of the social media platforms, but I'm a little bit busy here on Facebook and YouTube. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and all of those. However, I'm more responsive here on Facebook. And if you're interested in getting some time with me, you can reach out to me at 15minutes.martinabrityelverton.com. That'll give you a slot on my calendar where we can get together and discuss what you may need to actually get started on simplifying your brand, developing your brand, and making it an easy process so you can really get back to focusing on what you love and want to do. So I have about 5 minutes now before we hop back into the You Are Enough conference. Thank you for your time on today. I look forward to catching you on the next one. To your success. We'll talk soon.